Good morning, YouTube. I've got a fun project to do today. Sorry it's been a little while. I've been pretty busy shoeing horses. Summertime is my busy season. Also, I painted my house over here. I was going to make a video on that, but that ended up being a much bigger project than I anticipated. So painting it and putting up all new trim, that was really the whole gist of the video, and I thought that wasn't worth editing. So there's that. That was one of my recent projects. But today's project is going to be to put on some counterweights onto the mini skid so that it's not so sketchy moving things around. I also did notice that there is 108 of you guys that subscribed. So there's more than just my family, which is pretty cool to see. It's very motivating. So thank you all to subscribing. I don't ask anybody to do that. I don't think I need to, because I'm not trying to take up any of your time. So if you do that, that's all on you. So I'm going to get this skid steer out here and we'll get started on the project. Alright, here's the rundown of the plan. So I have two of these New Holland tractor weights. They are each 250 pounds, a little bit bigger than I was hoping to get, but that's kind of what I was able to find on my local marketplace area. I got them painted black already, so that will make them look like they match the machine a little bit better. They were blue. So let me get these over there now, and then what else do we might need the mini excavator to hold it up while I figure out how to mount them. Alright, got the weights over here to the carport, and I'm gonna be working in here in case it rains. But instead of bringing the mini excavator, I brought another mini skid, which is for sale. I'm going to try and use it as little as possible to not put any hours on it, but that's what I'm going to use to hold the weights up here on the side of my mini skid. So let's get that set up and then I'll catch back up with you. Alright, I've got the exhaust lined up right there. Looks pretty good. And it honestly looks decent. Like, it doesn't look completely out of place. I am seeing that the grease zerk right here is going to be a little bit of a problem to maintain. But I think it's going to work. I like that a lot. So these counterweights are much thicker on this side than they are on this side. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to be able to mount it where there's some metal touching the entire length of that. And this is what I came up with. I'm going to weld this piece of rectangular tubing right here where those lines are. And then this small piece of angle iron is going to be able to adjust and match the profile of the counterweights. So using that system, I think I can get it to fit pretty tight, and I'm going to have to figure out a way for the plate to be able to come back a little bit so that I can still grease that zerk right there. So let me get the welding stuff set up and then we'll put this on there. counterweight on there and then line this up to see where it's going to go and maybe tack it in place. So that's next. I'm not sure if 7018 is the right rod for this job. I might switch to some 6010. I think it might be a little easier. Okay, the first one is on. So most of the weight is sitting on this piece here, and then this square tubing right here is going to keep it from sliding forward, back, or going up. And then to keep it tight, it's going to be this bolt here that I welded, and it's pretty snug. It's not shifting or anything, so I think that's going to work. I'll take care of paint another day. I just want to get them mounted. Alright, I got them switched around, ready to mount the other side. I think the hardest part is going to be trying to make them look even. So either way, it's got to get done. So let's get it done. Ran over my glasses. Gosh dang it. I knew I was gonna forget that. I knew I was gonna forget to pick them up. I'm gonna have to go get new glasses. I've been putting it off. What a bummer. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for tuning in to this one. I'm going to do my best to work on some more videos. And then for this thing, I'll get the pieces that I welded on, I'll get them painted at some point. My main goal for today was just to get them mounted. That way when I use it, it's a little bit more stable. So yeah, this should be a great upgrade to the machine. If any of you guys have any other recommendations for upgrades, I'd consider them, put them in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. I got the lens put back in the frame and I think they're fine, so I'm going to keep running them until they're actually destroyed. I was playing around with the machine just to see how much more stable it is, and if you saw my video where I unloaded all of the steel, you saw that I could only carry one of the 4.5-inch pieces of pipe, and I was messing around with it, and let me show you the difference. I don't even have to be on the machine now. It can carry a 40-foot, 4.5-inch joint all by itself. So huge difference. Going to be way more. I'm going to be way more confident using the machine now. Those forks are pretty heavy though. The forks I think are meant for like a dingo, a Toro dingo, and that's a beast of a machine. And you guys know this is a cheap Chinese machine. But huge difference. Super happy just by lifting this piece of pipe. Super happy that I put those counterweights on. Now I'm gonna try to be careful on how much weight I use so that I don't ruin any of the rollers or the track. It's just gonna be, I'm gonna keep babying the machine. But wanted to show you that just so you can see what the whole purpose of putting those things on there was. All right, I'll see you in the next one.